So David Morrell, is feeling down after his recent loss, first loss in his career to David Benavidez. Had a very motivating performance though. He was very motivated. I felt like he did a lot of great things in the fight. Got a knockdown. Was able to put some combinations together. Was able to take the biggest and best shots from David Benavidez and was able to answer back most of the time and was able to counterpunch well. He did a lot of great things in the fight. It was a good fight. Really nothing to be embarrassed about. Obviously, people want to see a rematch because, it was a good fight going into it. I already knew that if it goes a distance, which I knew was going to be a good chance, that it was going to be a rematch that a lot of people would want to see. Right now, Morrell's looking to see if he's able to get a rematch. I don't think it will be immediate, but I think down the line these guys will be able to get a rematch. Now, from what I've seen as far as the energy around the whole situation, a lot of people weren't really looking towards having an immediate rematch right now. But as I said before, these guys are younger. They're some of the youngest guys at the elite level, and they're able to put these big fights together early, and they'll be able to put a trilogy together if they can basically get away with the opponents they have in front of them, get those guys out the way, and then they can probably re-entertain that situation 2 or 3 years from now, or maybe even next year. It's a lot of talent right now at 175. With Benavidez and Morrell now joining a different weight class than they were at before. They got to make some kind of adjustments. You can't just jump into the mix and without any kind of ideas of where you're going as far as in the future. And they don't have many opponents right now. If they do take any opponents, it's going to be a step back from where they've already been. I know a lot of people complain about the opponents they had before, but those guys were top 5, top 10 guys. So if they're not good enough, nobody's going to be good enough. So it's a lot of high standards right now when it comes to picking certain opponents for both of these guys. But Morrell wants to have a rematch immediately with Benavidez, especially when you're the guy who lost the fight. You feel like you definitely need to get back in the mix. I feel like it was going to be a situation where if it goes 12, it's possibly going to be 2 or 3 fights in the future. I knew the matchup was that good and the talent level was that good. And we'll see if it's requested highly. If they asked about it a lot, they won't be able to wait that long. It might be something that's asked about next year or later on this year, but if it's requested a lot from fans, it won't be a long time they can actually put it off. So it will be something that's probably entertained very soon. But we'll see how everything is after people revisit how they feel about the fight. But it was a very good fight.